Hello everybody, I hope all of you are doing great. Don't worry, this channel is still here. I was just not feeling well for some time and then I had a summer holiday. Now let's go back to Hollywood Animal. Our studio opts for the boutique policy. One bonus from this policy is that we will be able to see people's development ceiling. For example, Stephen Block is already at his max possible skill level 8. To progress further down the boutique path, our studio needs to recruit at least 5 icons. I will come back 47 days later when Stephen's contract expires. Simulation Pictures' next movie is one that will go down in history, one way ahead of its time. It's the first script that breaks the norm, challenges the stereotype, Unusual Suspect, a detective romance story. Led by cinematographer Harry Ray, made in a level 2 soundstage using filming and sound technology which are not the best, producer Roy and director Louis know they have a tough project ahead. Even the actors are not certain about the idea.
Are you sure this role is right for me? I understand the script, but it seems strange for a female role. I'm not comfortable with this.
I know I'm just an actor, one of the little people. But are you sure I belong in a film with such a strange female role? It's making me feel uncomfortable.
Many cast their doubts, more raise their eyebrows, but Simulation Pictures is determined to push forward because we are a boutique studio striving for sophistication.
The composer has some unusual ideas for the score. Instead of a violin, he wants to record crowing roosters, and in place of drums, he's asked for a human skull and bones.
Great! That will be perfect for the film. Our studio takes pride in producing good movies. We value good actors like Stephen Block, who has established himself both as an icon and an idol. After unlocking cigars, instead of gifts, our services department should switch to work on services that will help the day-to-day work of our staff. Car and driver is a good example. And we need skilled professionals to make sophisticated movies. That's why we have a film school to train talents in our studio. Editor Emma and composer Lee will attend the masterclass to polish their skills.
Thousands marched against the current mayor down Grand Avenue in Los Angeles. The protesters called chiefly for a fight against crime, and many at the rally carried signs with insults aimed at Fred Carpenter. At the end of the event, District Attorney Stripes addressed his supporters.
Mayor Carpenter likes to mangle my name, but after I kick him out of City Hall, he'll remember the name Stripes for the rest of his life.
1 week before the Los Angeles mayoral election, Fred Carpenter held a meeting with his supporters in the park outside City Hall, which hundreds attended. The mayor gave a rousing campaign speech, then went out to give bread to the homeless with some volunteers from the Methodist Church. Fred Carpenter won the Los Angeles mayoral election with 70% of the vote, with his opponent Richard Stripes getting 30%. At the press conference following the election results, Carpenter took a jab at his former rival.
I told him real friendly, Ricci, stay out of politics, it's dirty. You'll lose all your money and respect, and you'll get nothing but problems. But he wouldn't listen, and he made a fool of himself. What can you do?
What can you do but continue to make good movies? High-quality sets have been researched that will surely help. Up until now, our movies have been filmed on a soundstage. It's time we turn our focus to filming on location. To do that, we will need a scouting office. Let us research that. Stephen Block is bringing 12 assistants on the set. One makes the coffee, one massages his feet, they cook his meals. The steady stream of strangers is causing a fuss and slowing everything down. But the actor won't work without his servants. Both an icon and an idol, huh? Throw them out on their Stephen will be upset, I know. But don't worry, Simulation Pictures is the studio that our artists want to work with.
My contract has expired, but I'd be happy to keep working together. Assuming you're interested, of course.
Sure, let's discuss it. At its premiere, Unusual Suspect, detective romance, receives all sorts of criticisms.
If every girl started following the example of this film's heroine, they'd all turn into men, and life would end.
Both femininity and sophistications were tortured and brutally slain by this movie. The sentence can only be the highest measure of punishment: boycott.
There's a female heroine in this movie who you would never want to know better under any circumstances. utter nonsense.
But there are nevertheless some sophisticated individuals who can appreciate this movie.
A female detective is a bold and unconventional twist. Imagine the face of the average person seeing this and choking like it's poison. Such reactions are understandable, of course. As we know, people in this country are not very smart, just like everywhere else on this planet.
It's not for the general folks. This is not a commercial movie. We know that.
The film was disgusting, even before it sunk into the depths of nonsense, when the filmmakers decided to swap the men and women.
When a woman takes to imitate the appearance of a man, her womb shrivels up and her breasts wrinkle. For your own sake, we advise you do not indulge this experience.
Laugh and mock as much as you want. Simulation Pictures is proud to be the pioneer to experiment far-fetched ideas, even if they may not be well received. We believe one day, on this planet, there will be both male and female detectives, and people will find this perfectly normal. Unusual Suspects concludes with a box office below the studio's average, but that's still the 9th highest box office receipts of the year. And out of the top 10, 5 are from Simulation Pictures. Both The Sicilian Tiger and Unusual Suspect make it to the critical acclaim list. We still need to work hard on scoring higher KinoMark ratings, but commercial appeal is not our studio's focus anyhow.
District Attorney Richard Stripes announced his resignation at the opening of the new Maple Avenue School for Orphans.
I feel like I've done everything that was asked of me and then some, like raising money for this wonderful school. Going forward, I'm planning on continuing my charity work and seeing the world.
Richard Stripes is no longer a friend. He lost his job and all interest he held in worldly vanity. Okay, first, if your friend loses his job, the two of you don't stop being friends, right? Why? Next, the devs of this game did make the mayoral election result random. In my other playthrough, Richard wins the election, and then Fred, the original mayor, stops being a friend. Good thing about Richard being the mayor is that I no longer have to worry about police raids. However, when I need special favors from the Mafia family, that's not possible anymore, as Richard makes sure the Mafia gets sacked. Anyway, that's a different playthrough. In the current one, Fred continues to be our mayor. Simulation Pictures' next milestone will be to release a movie starring 5 icons. That will be our next video. Take care and see you next time.